You may have a swing with Connor. Are you guys getting back together again? Just how you feel about that kind of opportunity?
He's a great player, and we're struggling for offense here in the last little bit. We haven't scored a lot of goals, and that's what happens. You switch lines and you try and find some chemistry with other guys, and that's the good thing about our top six is there's a lot of guys that can flip around, and Connor's certainly a special player. We haven't played together a whole lot, but I'd say since he's been back from his injury, we've had some limited shifts together, but we've played well, and that hopefully that continues.
Do you like the style of game Darnell plays?
Yeah, I do.
He doesn't need he seems to be able to gauge the game within the game and say, okay, I didn't like that, or I got to do something. And that's a lot of players aren't that aware sometimes when they're young.
Yeah, no, he's a guy that's going to go to bat for his teammates, whether it's a fight or a hit or a verbal jab. I think he has a really good sense, and I think that comes from in junior he was a captain, he was a leader of a really good team, and he's been a guy that he's a younger guy, but we look to him for toughness. We look to him for sparks like that, and I mean last night was. Him jumping to a teammate's defense like that was awesome.
Does that make, we talked about the size, the influx of size Peter's brought to the lineup to make you play a bigger, physical, grittier game. Does that response kind of make the rest of the team stand a little bit taller as well, with a little bit more swagger?
Yeah, it just kind of leaks into your whole game. We've become more of a grinded out team, and like I said, we're still searching for offense, but we're playing better and we're harder to play against. So if we can grind teams down and play hard, there's going to be stuff after the whistle. There's going to be some fights, and it's a fun brand of hockey to play.
Can you compare and contrast having a guy like Patrick, or it looks like Zach with you and Connor now, on the wing, as opposed to maybe having a smaller skilled right winger there, and maybe how that can benefit you and Connor?
Yeah, it's just, you have to read the game, you have to play hockey, and you try and take advantage of everyone's skill set, right? So, with Connor, you want to use his speed. If you can get the puck to him in open ice, then that's perfect. We can carry it in. But if we can't, then you want to lay it in and let Zach go to work. Let his big body, protect pucks, get in on the forecheck, and get pucks back for us. So that's what happens when you play with different guys, is you learn how to, just play their skill sets.
So that would be the same. You've played so long with Leon, now you play with Connor. They got different skill sets. Obviously, they're both offensive players, but they got.
It's just little things, and sometimes when you're first starting out with a guy, I should say when you've played with someone for so long, you get a little bit lazy sometimes, and maybe you don't go to the hole to protect him, or you don't cover for him, or whatever it is. So sometimes changing the lines can do that.
Thanks, Taylor.